Babes, welcome back. I hope you're all well. So in today's video, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be sharing with you guys designer bags I have sold, and obviously I'm going to explain to you guys why. Now, I really wanted to do this video because I think that maybe it can help some of you out, because I personally love hearing some of the negative things about certain bags. I mean, there are so many positive reviews about hundreds and thousands of bags out there, and I'm personally someone like, I need to hear what's negative as well. Like, I don't only want to hear the good things, I also want to hear the issues that people have had with certain bags. And trust me, there are always some issues. I mean, everyone's different. Not every bag is going to be perfect for every single person. So I don't know, I just figured I would share with you guys why I have sold these bags, especially because all of the bags that I'm going to be talking about today are pretty popular bags, like bags that a lot of people love, bags that a lot of people want to buy or have purchased. And if you are one of those people that maybe does own one of the bags that I'm talking about today, maybe you own them all, who knows, share your story, let me know how they worked out for you, if you sold them, if they worked out for you, if they didn't work out for you, whatever the case may be. You guys know that I always love to hear from you guys and, you know, what you have to say, to share your opinion with me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off with the first bag. I do want to say though that I have talked about one or two of these bags before, like me selling them, but I'm just gonna add them again in this video in case you have missed the previous video. If I can find it, I will link it down below. I'm not really sure where I've talked about them, but I do know that I have talked about selling them before. Anyways, these are all bags that I've sold over the years, so you know what I mean, like I've probably talked about them at some point here on my channel. I'm pretty sure I have. So anyways, stop rambling, Angelique. So the first bag that I want to talk about is the Alma from Louis, and I really love that bag. It was a beautiful bag. I enjoyed it for a while. It's a very classic, timeless, sophisticated bag. Now, this bag, I didn't really think that there was anything wrong with it, but I think I just outgrew it. Like, it wasn't really my style anymore. It was a little too preppy, a little too sophisticated, and I know you guys are gonna shoot me, but at the end, like for me, it was a little just too boring, too plain, and I just didn't love it as much anymore as I used to. So for me, it was like, okay, let's sell it and move on to better things. But overall, it's a really nice bag. It just didn't work out for my style anymore. Next up, now I do know that I have talked about this bag. So the next bag is a wallet on a chain by Dior that I have purchased a couple of years ago, and I think I sold it faster than I purchased it. Like, I hated that bag so much. It was beautiful to look at, however, it was very unpractical. Like, nothing could fit in it, nothing at all. And I get it, it was, or it is called a wallet on a chain, so you know, it's meant to just, you know, carry a couple cards, maybe some cash, but I figured maybe I could pop a lipstick in there, maybe my cards, and maybe some cash, and maybe even my phone, and like use it for like a night out or something like that. And it was just not possible. Like, that thing could fit absolutely nothing, and I spent over $2,000 on it. I bought it brand new from the Dior boutique, so it was just not gonna work for me. And yeah, I sold it. Thank God somebody else bought it like really quick after I listed it, and yeah, definitely was not the bag for me. So the next bag that I sold, which I know a lot of you were so shocked when you saw me post about it on my Instagram, was the Chloe Faye. Now, if you have been with me here for a while and you followed me and you watch my videos, then you know that I really love the Chloe Faye. It was one of those bags that I really felt like I had to have. It was absolutely my style. I had it in two different colors, baby blue, and then I had like a color block one. And I had to just be honest with myself, like, I didn't wear any of them as much as I should have. I loved looking at them sitting in my little wardrobe, but like, I just never used them. I did at the beginning, like when I first bought them, like I don't want to lie to you guys, like I did use it at the beginning, but then it was just kind of sitting there and just wasn't getting used. They were both pretty heavy, but I talked about that before. That wasn't really something that bothered me. It was just the fact that, again, I did not use them whatsoever. And so I was like, you know what, it is time to move on from the Chloe Faye. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys about the Chloe Faye, or Chloe in general, and again, I've talked about this in another video, but just keep in mind that Chloe is terrible terrible on the resale market. So when you buy anything from Chloe, keep that in mind. Like, keep that in the back of your mind that if you ever wanted to resell it, it's going to be very hard, it's going to be very difficult, and you're definitely not going to make any of your money back. I mean, they just are terrible on the resale market, in my opinion. And luckily, I have purchased both of mine pre-loved, so I didn't spend that much on them, and so I got a pretty good deal when I sold them. But if I would have purchased them new, I definitely wouldn't have made any of my money back. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I always like to tell people that because I know there are a lot of people that like knowing that they can get a good bit of their money back if they were to resell something. Right, I know that this bag is also probably gonna shock a lot of you, especially those of you who didn't watch my vlog sales, and that is my Chanel boy bag. I did sell my Chanel boy bag. Now, I have to be like, I don't even know how to explain to you guys. Okay, let's back up, Angelique. Like, there have been many times where I wanted to sit down and do a video just about the Chanel boy bag because I just had so many mixed feelings about this bag. I don't even know where to begin to explain to you guys like what all bothered me and what didn't bother me. So the Chanel boy was my first ever Chanel purchase. It was a purchase that I made obviously with my own money. I was very proud of it because those bags are very expensive, and so it kind of did have a special place in my heart for that reason alone, just because, you know, I bought it with my own money. It was my first Chanel bag, and it was just kind of, if you're into bags, then you'll get what I'm trying to say here. But the problem was that I remember like the first time I unboxed it, well, the only time I unboxed it, Angelique, get your life together. When I unboxed it, like, I was immediately very underwhelmed with it. It didn't feel like it was worth the money for me, and I'm not usually someone that gets buyer's remorse. So I got the small boy bag with the gold hardware and the caviar leather. Now, it is a beautiful, beautiful bag to look at, but at the end of the day, it wasn't very practical. It could barely fit anything in it. I could fit my mini pochette, and I could maybe fit a lipstick, but maybe I could also fit my phone, but there was just not a lot of room. Well, once all those things were in there, it was pretty tight. And then another thing that really bothered me about that bag was the flap. The flap of that bag is, I wish I had it here right now to show you guys. It is so long. It's like a really, really long flap. And I mean, I'm sure some people don't care about that, but it was just a little bit annoying and a little bit just weird, like getting in and out of it. And then the last thing that bothered me a lot about it was the fact that every time I would wear it crossbody, and that is how I liked to wear it, my hair would get stuck in it, and I would literally lose chunks of my hair because it would just rip out pieces of my hair. It was the weirdest thing ever, and no matter what I did to try to prevent that, like I tried to adjust the strap and do all these different things, like it always did it unless I had my hair up, and I hated that. So I would find myself only wearing the boy bag when I would go to like maybe a special event or something like that. And if you know me, then you know no matter how much I spend on my bags, I like to use my bags. I don't care if I spend $1,000 on a bag or $6,000 on a bag. I want to use it. I don't want to baby it. Like, I just want to love it and get a lot of use out of it, and I feel like I did not get a lot of use out of the boy bag. I loved it at first, obviously my first Chanel bag, but then like the more I wore it, the more I disliked it, and then I would just reach for other bags. And for $5,000 or almost $5,000 that I spent on it, it was just not worth sitting there and like not being loved the way it should have. So I was like, you know what, it has got to go. I can take that money and buy a bag that I'm actually gonna be excited about using, where I don't feel like, ugh, I want to use it, but I don't want, you know, it to rip out chunks of my hair. I don't want to have to mess with the flap, or, oh, I can't fit all my items in here, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's when I made the decision to just sell it, let go of it, and just admit to myself that it just was not the right bag for me, even though I do like the way it looks. Alrighty, and then last but certainly not least was or is the Pochette Metis. Oh my god, I don't even know, I don't want to make this video too long, but like, this is another bag. It's like kind of like a love-hate relationship. I really, really love that bag. I think it's a great bag. I know a lot of people have it. I know a lot of people love it. I loved it when I had it. And I sold mine for one reason only, and that was that the lock was so crooked. And at first it didn't really bother me that much, and I've talked about this in, I don't know, so many videos, but at first it didn't bother me that much that the lock was crooked. But the more videos I did with that bag, or pictures I took and saw how crooked that lock really was, I was like, you know what, I cannot deal with this. And then people would question, like, is that a real or a fake bag? Because you better make sure you check it, because, you know, the lock's crooked. Obviously, I knew it was real, and who cares what other people think. But again, spending that much money, I felt like it shouldn't have had any flaws at all. And the fact that the lock was so crooked, and if you saw that bag, like if you saw videos of me, like where I showed it and how crooked it was, like you'll get it. Like it was really, really crooked. So I was like, okay, let's sell it and let's buy another one. Like let's buy another pochette Metis, and hopefully the lock on that one won't be crooked. So I did sell it for that reason, and I'm not sure at this point if I want to buy another one or if I just want to go with a completely different style. I do have one in mind, which I'm gonna pop on the screen right now, and you guys let me know if I should or shouldn't buy this. Let me know what you think about this bag. I'm really loving it. I've been doing some research on it, and I'm kind of just like taking a step back and thinking about it right now if that is the route I want to go. But it's either that bag or I'm gonna get another pochette Metis. So you guys let me know what you think I should do. But yeah, the only reason I sold it was because mine was damaged with a crooked lock, and it was just absolutely annoying, and I couldn't deal with it any longer. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I really, really hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.